One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the catch, it's Glass. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. See how the D reacts. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together. Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Rides the back on the option. The give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's shot.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get... On that return, he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Williams will pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Cricket.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Glass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Find some fresh air. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time it's complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30. There he goes. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense in a bunch formation. Williams looking for a man. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
Turning it on! Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Georgia Tech, 17.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think
He's got it along the sideline. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams will pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. And they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The inside handoff. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting them on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44.
You got 2. Fly trumpet. Fly trumpet.
Leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab, it's Williams.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the 1st down, even though he was double teamed.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try the toss to the left. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.